How you doing, YouTube? This is Pop Culture Candy back with another video for you guys. Alright, so what I got for you guys this week is something fun. We got books that are deemed classic covers. Now I think there's 56 books that have been deemed classic covers. And I'm going to show you all the books that I have. I just don't want to put a picture of the book up on the screen. You know, anybody could do that. These are books that I own. You know, these are just amazing artwork. And, you know, they wouldn't be deemed classic covers if they sucked. So these books are just absolutely part of my collection. And I'm gonna show you guys whatever books that I have that are deemed part of these classic covers. So for the first book I got for you guys, this is Captain America 332 and done by Mike Zeck. And this is Captain America No More. So amazing cover, and I'm definitely glad that Captain America is back. We definitely need Captain America. Okay, so for the next book, I got another Captain America book, but this is Captain America 110, and this is art by Jim Steranko. And what an awesome cover. Amazing work by Jim Steranko. And this is actually, it's kind of a minor key. Rick Jones takes over the role as Cap's sidekick and to replace Bucky Barnes in this issue. So that's Jim Steranko on that artwork. And the Hulk just looks hulking. All right, and one more Captain America book for you guys, and this is Captain America 109, and this is classic Kirby art. Amazing Kirby, Jack Kirby artwork right there. What a great cover. It looks like Cap's busting through the front page of I'm gonna say it's the New York Times. You know, I don't know if it says it on here. No, but I would think it's probably the New York Times. They have a rich history in New York, and we all know that's where Marvel was headquartered, on the Avenue of Americas. Okay, sticking with Kirby. I already showed this book off in my previous Undervalued and Overlooked books, and so this is Fantastic Four number 50. I love this book. I wish I had 49 to show you guys. And I don't know why 49 is not deemed a classic cover, because it absolutely should be. But this is deemed a classic cover. And this is Fantastic Four number 50 by Jack Kirby. And then followed by another Fantastic Four book by Jack Kirby again. And this is issue 72. And you got the I believe that's it looks like the Beyonder in the background to me. I don't think that's Galactus. That don't look like Galactus. Just a great, I mean, the color contrast on this book, that red to the Silver Surfer, just, you know, really amazing artwork. Jack Kirby just had such a way about him. I mean, the way that he drew, there was so much action in a still photo. I mean, you could literally see Thor's hammer, you know, swinging when he drew Thor's hammer. You know, just his ability to capture action in two dimensions is unbelievable. Okay, so for the next book I got for you guys, this is Batman. And this is a cover swipe, a homage book. This is 227, going back to Detective Comics. And this is Neil Adams' artwork. What a great cover. I absolutely love this book. I've had this book for a long time. Happened to find this in the wild. It's got some water damage. It's a little wavy, but I mean, the book is really, really in really beautiful, beautiful shape. I mean, outside of, because it had water damage, I don't know if you guys could see that, but the staple's a little rusted. I don't know if they could do anything with that as far as a rusted staple, but I know if I press this thing, it would definitely help it out. But I just absolutely love this book. I love that cover. And I believe it's taken from Detective Comics. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot the number, but everybody knows this cover. It's a very, it's a very sought after book. And I just happened to find this in the wild for a great price, and there was no way I was going to leave that behind. Okay, another Batman book for you guys. Okay, when I found this book in a local comic shop, and I saw it, and I was just awestruck and I said, man, that just looks like. This is Batman 423, and I immediately knew that this was Todd McFarlane. I immediately saw Spawn in that rendition of Batman before I even knew anything about this book or that it even existed. And then when I picked the book up, I saw that the little bat, which was pretty cool, has McFarlane's name inside the little bat there. But just a fantastic, fantastic book, and I'm glad that this book is deemed a classic cover, because it really is. I mean, to me, classic covers should just tell a story just by a picture, and to me, that tells me the story that Todd McFarlane definitely drew Spider-Man. I mean, well, obviously he drew Spider-Man, but obviously I look at this and I know that Todd McFarlane drew Batman. That's definitely McFarlane's pencil. Okay, I got another Batman book for you guys, and this is Batman number 428, and this is The Death of Robin, and this is done by Mike Mignola. And what an awesome art. And that pretty much sums it up right there. Death in the Family. Great read on that. Great, I think it's 4-part storyline to that. Okay, now I'm going to jump back to the Silver Age here with an awesome book. This is Strange Tales 107, and this is art by, once again, the great Jack Kirby. And Jack Kirby penciled it, and Sal Brodsky inked it. But, I mean, really, it's Jack Kirby's work. All Sal Brodsky, not to take anything away from him, his artistic abilities, but, Jack Kirby drew it. He just colored it in, But what a great book. And I believe this is a key issue as well, because it's an early Silver Age Submariner appearance. I believe it's maybe the third or fourth appearance because he made a couple. Obviously his first Silver Age debut was in Fantastic Four, and he made a couple appearances in there. And I think that storyline was going on, and they came out with that Strange Tales book. Okay, so for the next book I got, this is a key issue, and I came across this book at an LCS, and the guy had it for $15. And I left, and it stuck in my mind, and I said, I'm going back for that book. There's something about that book that I've definitely seen before, and this is Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, with art by Neil Adams. And this is, I was sure enough right that I've seen this book many times. I'm going back maybe like 5-6 years ago, and this is the first appearance of Darkseid. I said I knew I seen that book. I knew that cover, and that's why I like to show you guys this stuff. You get a mental Rolodex going in your head. If you follow auctions and stuff, and you see books constantly come up. You take a mental note of that, and when you're out hunting, you never know. You be like, I know that book. You might not know the specifics of it, but you'll know that image. And I mean, this is just awesome artwork. But Neil Adams is another great artist. Okay, now I got classic cover right here. We got Wolverine from the limited series, #1, Frank Miller. A great, I mean, to me, that sums up Logan right there. You know, and that's what a cover should do. That cover would want to grab you and make you buy that book right off the rack. Man, I want to know what's up with this storyline. You know, and that's what grabs you first, is the cover art. You know. Okay, now I got some nice books here. Okay. Classic cover. I mean, this is John Romita's, one of my favorite books. And I'm very proud to own this book. This is ASM, Amazing Spider-Man, number 50. Spider-Man No More. And what a great book. I mean, this is a low-grade book, but you know what? Low grade is better than no grade, guys. And I want to do a little, I want to do a video about that stuff, and we'll talk about low-grade books. But this is a classic example, you know, of a low grade. I really don't care. I came across this book for a great price. Maybe one day I'll get a better copy. But until that day comes along, I own an amazing book. This is a piece of history that, you know, I'm proud to own. This, you know, I mean, how many times has this thing been cover swiped, paid homage to? You know, I mean, it's just, to me, this is the epitome of a classic cover. Okay. And then staying with Spider-Man, because there's a lot of them in, you know. And this is issue 55, once again, by Romita, with a great Doc Ock cover. You could actually see Spider-Man's reflection in his glasses. You know, this is a pretty decent copy. You know, I wish the 50 was in that shape, but, you know, I take what I can find, you know, and just be proud of what I own. And, you know, and that's why I'm showing. Anybody can show a picture on the screen. You know, everybody's showing, you know, oh, this book sold for this and that. You know, you forget all of that. You could find really great deals, and who cares? Who cares what the content? I mean, as long as, for me, really, it's all about, as long as the cover's attached and it's like 90% there and you could see what it is, I would, you know, I draw the line at a coverless copy. That's just me. I don't care if the book's got creases, color breaks, you know, as long as that cover's 90% complete to me, I'm good, man. I'm good. I don't need a 9.8 or, you know, I mean, of course it would be awesome, but all right. So back to the classic covers. All right. And this is number 70. Once again, John Romita. And what a cover. Got the police spotlight right on Spider-Man. You know, here he is trying to help out the community, and, you know, they got him a menace to, you know, he's a menace to society. Kind of seems like what's going on in the world today, you know. Okay, and the last classic cover book is an amazing. This is one of my. I like Strange Tales too. I know you guys. If you follow my videos, you'll know that I'm a big Ghost Rider guy. I like Black Widow, but I absolutely love Nick Fury. And this is Strange Tales once again with artwork done by Steranko. Awesome cover right there. And that's the, you know, there's about, I think there's like 40 more books that are deemed classic covers. But, you know, I mean, you can, if you're interested, I'm sure somebody's got, you know, a posting of all of them. You know, these are just the books that I own, that I stand behind, you know, that I actually went out and found, and, you know. Okay, so what I got for you guys now is I got a stack of books about the same amount that I feel should be inducted into, I don't even know if there's a Hall of Fame for covers, but these are, somehow they deem these classic covers. And it's nice to see a couple of, you know, modern age books, you know, with that Batman from McFarlane, you know, even though it goes back to the 80s, you know, I just feel like they should update this, you know, this list and get some, you know, these are just my ideas for classic books. And I would love if you guys sent me some comments, you know, what do you think should be deemed a classic book? Okay, so for the first one, I got This is The Death of Wolverine #4. And this is art by Adam Kubert. Just an awesome cover. It kind of sums up, you know, the death of Wolverine. You got the Grim Reaper carrying him. You can't say more than that. Okay, now staying in that 90s kind of foil thing. This is an amazing cover. This is actually, my wife has a couple copies of this. She absolutely, you know, she's big into Anne Rice, but she loves Lady Death. And this is Lady Death by Stephen Hughes. Just awesome, amazing, amazing artwork. You know, there's nothing wrong with new books. You know, some of these books are just, you know, even the variants that you guys are into, you know, some of the artwork is just amazing. I mean, I tend to, you know, look for that old ink style and not so much, you know, the computerized stuff. But I gotta say, this is an absolutely beautiful cover. Okay, the next book I got for you guys is Incredible Hulk #49. And this is kind of paying homage to a great children's book. And this is Where the Wild Things Are, homage. I just feel like that's such a classic cover, you know? To me, I immediately knew what it was. And it made me, I said, wow. I thought it was like a Scotty Young cover, you know? But it's not. It's Carrie Andrews did the artwork for this. And I just, you know, a lot of Scotty Young covers I think are pretty cool. You know, I usually buy them for my niece and my nephew because it's on the kiddie side, you know. Some of them are really cool, but I thought, I mean, I saw this and I just absolutely said, where the wild things are? Hell yeah. What a great, great concept. Hulk is a wild thing, so it kind of works. All right, now I got, you know, being in New York, this book means a lot to me. And I've had this book for a long time. I might have actually bought this off the, no, because if I would have bought it off the newsstand, it would have had it. But this is Daredevil 227. This is direct copy. And this is an amazing, amazing art. And this is David Mazzucchelli. What great, you know, being from New York, you got the Kingpin in the back, Daredevil's in the crosshairs of somebody's sniper gun. And the Twin Towers right there. I mean, that's just classic New York. You know, we all know that Daredevil, you know, hails from Hell's Kitchen. You know, that's, you know, like 47th between, you know, well, there's a bunch of streets, but, you know, anybody from New York knows where Hell's Kitchen's at, you know. Belvedere Hotel in Hell's Kitchen's a great hotel. If you ever stay in New York and you want to stay in Hell's Kitchen, Belvedere Hotel. It's on 47th between 9th and 10th. I believe it's 47th or 52nd. I don't know. But anyway, if you look up Belvedere Hotel. Okay, I got a Batman book for you guys. This is actually a book I've had that my uncle gave me when I was a kid. And I've always, you know, it's red. You can see I love this thing. But to me, this is Batman 272. And I don't know, just when I see this cover, I just think of Batman taking on anybody who wants to, you know, just do wrong to people. You know, he's just basically standing on top of the world, you know, calling out every bad guy, you know, every criminal in the underworld. You know, I just always loved that, you know. I just always loved this cover. And being that my uncle gave it to me, who, you know, gave me the bug, you know, into collecting. And, you know, I still have the books that he gave me when I was a kid, and I'll never get rid of them. Okay, I got a Captain America book for you guys. And this is from the Brubaker run. This is Captain America #6, Part 6 of Out of Time. And what a great cover. This is actually a key, too. This is the first Winter Soldier. I absolutely love this. I love this cover. You know, and a cover tells a story. And that just, to me, that tells the story of Captain America fighting Nazis. To quote my wife, Nazi punks F off. Dead Kennedy, she's a big punk girl. She got me, she schooled me on the punk thing. All right, so Next book I got, love this book. I talked about the 2 issues after this in my underlooked and overlooked and undervalued second and third appearances. And this is Strange Tales 135 by Jim Steranko. And this is the first appearance of Nick Fury as the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the first appearance of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra. I just absolutely love. This is one of my favorite books in my collection too. I just absolutely love this book. I love the artwork. I love how Nick Fury is drawn. You know, Steranko took over drawing Strange Tales and did Nick Fury his way. You know, Nick Fury was he was Sergeant Fury in his Allen Commandos. You know, Nick Fury, Steranko took over that and kind of changed him up a little and came up with the whole S.H.I.E.L.D. thing. Okay, classic book coming at you guys right here. Everybody, you know, this is a big boy. You know, it's not crazy, but it's getting up there now. And this is Star Wars #1. First print, not a reprint, not a Whitman variant. And this is art by Howard Chaykin. I love this book too. I've had this book a long time, really long time. And I kept it in really good shape because I was just, I always loved Star Wars. And, you know, I'm glad the younger, you know, I was able to experience the next set of movies, you know, with the Anakin storyline with my son. And now my nephews, I'm able to experience that, you know, the next 3 movies. And I just love I just love the adaptation of this. And, you know, Star Wars is big right now. I don't think Star Wars will ever go away. You know, it's a cultural icon. Okay, another one of my favorite books in my collection, guys. Okay, this is awesome art by Gene Colan. And this is Iron Man and Submariner #1. I have it in Mylar because make it look even better. Gotta love that Mylar. Bump it up a grade. Now, this is, you know, it's a pretty decent grade copy. I've got a really good price on this. I got this on an auction, you know, like, I don't know, a couple years ago. I was just watching this book for a while, and you know, this book's gonna grow. I absolutely, you know, I love this book. I hope to have this on the wall one day with Submariner 1 and Iron Man 1 to complete the trilogy, that trifecta. And Gene Colan artwork on that. This was just a one-shot. Okay. Now, this is art by amazing art. This ran for a long time. And like I said in my previous video, I've been working on a run for my nephew. His name's Joe, and I call him G.I. Jojo. And this is G.I. Joe #1. I feel like this should most definitely be deemed a classic cover. It's just got that. That's the epitome of a classic cover to me. You know, it just grabs you. And then that's issue 1. I mean, how could you not want to buy this and follow along every month? Like, when's that next, you know, when's issue 2 coming out? Because that's how I felt when I seen this stuff for the first time. You know, my younger brother was big into G.I. Joe. And when they started coming, I would buy him because he had all the, you know, the action figures and stuff. And I was like, oh, let me check this out. And it's awesome. So I've been working on, you know, I'm working on completing the run. Like I said before, I'm about 90% done with it. I'm trying to find those, the last issues, you know, those are the low print run ones. And going to my nephew, G.I. Jojo. Okay, I got another classic Kirby cover. This should be I don't know why this ain't deemed a classic cover. This is Tales of Suspense #80. That classic cover with the Red Skull and the Cosmic Cube. And this is actually the first appearance of the Cosmic Cube, or the second. I think this is the second appearance. I think the issue before this, it appears, but this is more prevalent in the story. It's on the cover, and yeah, the previous issue, it was mentioned in the storyline, but the story continues in this, and it's actually on, you know, Red Skull's actually got it, and, you know, they mentioned Cosmic Cube on the cover itself, so it's kind of a significant book right here. Okay, now I got classic movie. That was classic book, you know, Chris Claremont, John Byrne, art by John Byrne. Days of Future Past. X-Men 141. That is most definitely better be a classic cover at some point, because that sums it all up right there, and that's what a cover should do. Okay, now I got 2 Mike Zeck's books for you from the same series, and I showed this book off last time. Secret Wars 1. That's another cover. That's, you know, that should be deemed classic. It's a great lineup right there. The artwork is amazing. It would make you want to buy this book off the rack. And then, of course, I mean, you can't go 1 without going 8. And that is just, I mean, that just sums it up right there. They better make this a classic cover at some point, because it's absolutely beautiful. I just love the cover. The way the orange is in the back and just makes the black suit absolutely pop. Trying to get a good spot with the glass done. Okay. All right. And the last books, I got 3 books left for you guys, and they're all from George Perez. And George Perez, you know, another icon, you know, another amazing artist. And this is Wonder Woman #1. I just absolutely love this cover. George Perez had such a way with line work that is just amazing. His lines were so definitive. So that's Wonder Woman 1. I'm going to save my favorite for last. Crisis on Infinite Earth. Death of the Flash. Barry Allen. George Perez again. And my favorite George Perez cover. And I feel like this is a classic cover. Should just incorporate, excuse me, just encompass everything that it is about something. And if this don't do it, I don't know what would. And this is Infinity Gauntlet #1 by George Perez. And it's just an amazing, amazing cover. I mean, that encompasses Thanos, the whole story. To me, that is just, it's amazing. So that's what I got for you guys this week. I figured let's do something fun. I would love for you guys to drop me comments. First off, I want to thank all the people who subscribed to my channel over the past week or so, and thank you. It means a lot to me, because I feel like I'm doing something good, and I'm heading in the right direction. So subscribe, and leave me comments on what do you think about, you know, what are your ideas on what book should be a classic. All right. So God bless, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.